Well, this is my third attempt at this devotion. It just happens that sometimes you just can't, the words just don't roll out of your mouth. But tonight, we're going to be doing a message on the healing power of hope. That might not be the exact title, but that's going to be the theme, the healing power of hope. And I want you to just consider that for a moment, because everyone hopes in something. There's an interesting statement by George Herbert, and he said this. He said, God heals and the physician has the thanks, which is true. We put a great deal of trust in our medical profession, and well, we should. Most of these people enter into that profession with the desire to help hurting people. I believe that the doctor that I have has that heart, and I certainly appreciate it, and I would, because of that, trust his guidance. Not everybody does, but let's just be honest. A physician or a surgeon or any person that's treating you in the medical profession can only give you statistically what the odds are. Basically, they can tell you what this treatment should do. They can't tell you necessarily the full outcome. They can tell you what should happen, but they can't give you all the future details. They don't know for sure. They can only give you statistics. This is what we would expect to happen. So I just want you to take a moment and think about the beauty that we have as believers. We have the privilege of hearing all the information that's presented to us at any given time regarding any given circumstance or situation, and certainly during times in our life where we're confronted with suffering, physical pain or suffering. And we have the opportunity to receive that information, be thankful for it, and then also understand that we have a God who intervenes in the affairs of mankind. Now, you may say, well, that's a miracle. Well, the fact that you're alive today is a miracle. You and I. The fact that we're breathing is a miracle. The fact that I was, alive when I woke up this morning is a miracle. I understand statistically that these are things that we would expect to happen, but the Word of God tells us in Colossians 1 and verse 17 that Jesus Christ is that aspect that holds everything together. So, and that God's intimately involved in the very, minute details of our life, providentially, in Romans 8:29. So I guess for us, we realize that God is a very big factor in everything. Now, that doesn't mean that God's not involved in other people's lives. He is. He holds all things together. And the rain falls on the just and the unjust. God's kind even to those who betray his trust and turn against him. But everyone has the potential of hoping in something. Some people hope that the stock market will do well. Some people hope that the investments that they've made are going to pay off. Some people hope that their children will turn out all right. They hope that, they'll be healthy for an extended period of time and they'll be able to enjoy a retirement. That's all hope. Can't prove any of it. But for us, our hope is fixed on something that supersedes merely statistically what we see going on around us. In other words, the average lifespan or how the average rate of success for this treatment or any of that. Our hope lies with God, when the Word of God tells us in Exodus 15 and verse 26 is our healer. And he's the one that heals all of our diseases, it says in Psalm 103 and verse 3. Now, think about that for a moment. It's that unseen element that intervenes in the affairs of man. And that doesn't mean that everything comes out the way we want it, but it means that we have something legitimately to hope in and to hope for. Hope in the midst of the situation and hope for an outcome that may not be the expected outcome. When the Word of God speaks that we have a hope that's anchored within the veil, it's sure, it's steadfast in Hebrews 6:18. Think about that. It's in the very right hand of God. That's our hope. It's our hope for this life. It's our hope for our transition from this life into eternity. It's our hope. Can you imagine living and all you have to hope for is that the sun will rise tomorrow and that things as they are will be again tomorrow, that you can extend these things out, and only to realize that over time, none of these things last. Everything deteriorates. The second law of thermodynamics. That's the reason why I got all this gray hair. Second law of thermodynamics. I'm wearing out, folks. It happens. And it'll happen to all of us. So hope thou in God. It says in Psalm 42 and then again in 43. Don't trust in other things. Why are you discomforted? Why are you cast down? Hope in God. He's going to be the health of the situation. He's going to be the healer of your countenance. God will do it. Let's trust God today. Our hope is fixed on something that supersedes anything this world throws our way. It's the very substance it becomes the evidence of God's own glory on this earth in Hebrews 11:1 and on. Till next time, friends, God bless you.